Alrighty guys, we're back for some budget elves. Now I just did a standard budget video over the week, and I don't know why I've been on a budget kick recently, but I just thought like, okay, a lot of people are probably playing warriors and equipment, and a lot of people might be playing like elves, like just normal elves, right? But what if there was a deck where we could just have 0 rares in it and still have fun with elves? And that's what I made here. Now, I did play a test match, and I really wish I recorded it. I always regret doing test matches because it was actually up against another elf deck, only it was rocking all those rares. We got that victory, which you guys will see in the stats up here in the corner whenever we finish a match. But yeah, guys, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, guys, we do get that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, and you guys are crushing that goal so far, so thank you. I do appreciate it, guys. So, we got 4 Jaspera Sentinels, we got 4 Blightblades, 4 Elderfang Disciples, 2 Infernal Grasp, 4 Painful Bond, which is gonna be pretty painful in this deck, honestly. But I think that I mean, honestly, I just wanted the card draw, and I think Painful Bond is a really good card. We have 4 Elderleaf Mentors. We got 3 Herald King of Skemfar? Yeah. We have 4 Thornmantle Strikers, 4 Skemfar Shadowsages. I'm sorry, guys, I should have read these cards to myself beforehand. And then 3 Return Upon the Tides as well. In the mana base, we do have a Elderhall, a Jungle Hollow, and a Campus. We have 4 Jungle Hollows, my apologies. Now, where are the alchemy changes here, guys? This card, I have no idea what it did before, but it's a 2/2, and it creates a 1/1 green elf warrior, which is pretty awesome. So 3 mana for 2 different elves, pretty cool. I have no idea what changed on this card either, but it has Menace. We look at the top 7 cards, and we get to grab an elf and slap it into our hand, which seems pretty darn good. Usually what you're going to be searching for off this card is the Shadowsage here, which is kind of the win condition of the deck because there's not a lot of power going on here. Not a lot of power without rares and elves. And speaking of which, guys, there's tons of ways you could totally upgrade this deck if you do have some rares. Definitely slap them in here, right? Especially some of the 2-drop rare elves are really good, right? So when it enters, each opponent, you can choose one. You can have each opponent lose X, where X is essentially equal to the number of elves you have, right? Or you can gain X life, where X is equal to the number of elves you have. It's essentially what this card does. So really cool things. Yeah, you can search for it with the king, get it into your hand, slap it down. Hopefully you're doing like 5 damage every time this hits the board. If it ever dies for any reason, like maybe it gets blocked and gets killed or anything like that, right? Then of course Return Upon the Tide is pretty nasty with it, and if you return an elf with this, you get 3 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens, which I think the old version of this card, if it was an elf, you got 2 1/1 tokens. So now it's 3, which is pretty sick. So this is a really great target. Thornmantle Striker, I apparently got changed too. I'm sorry, I don't know the changes to these cards, guys. This was a set that I missed, unfortunately. So when it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Remove X counters from target permanent, where X is the number of elves you control. Sweet. Target creature and opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of elves you control. So that's a, you know, that can do a thing here or there, right? It's just, it's one of those things where it's removal on a body, which just happens to be really good. So yeah, Painful Bond does end up hurting, but you can always do Shadowsage and gain life back, right? If you're establishing a board state, then gaining life with Shadowsage is not a bad thing if you're losing a ton from the Painful Bond, right? So another alchemy change over here, guys. So this enters the battlefield tapped. It taps for green, and you can, it's a pay 1 and 2 black and a green, and tap it and sack it. Expensive, right? Very expensive. But up to 1 target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. So potentially a little bit of removal there, or just making something weaker for a better swing. That could work too. And then you create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens, activate only as a sorcery. So potentially getting more elves off of the Elderhall could be pretty good, right? And again, I have no idea what this did before. Honestly, I'm sorry about that. Maybe I should have studied the cards beforehand, but I was just too excited to get some budget elves over to you guys, because way back in the day when I like first started Magic, I had like a little janky budget elf deck, like, but like real life budget, right? So like the cards were only like 50 cents or less and stuff like that. So I don't know, a little bit nostalgic here, but obviously I didn't play with any of these cards back then. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and hop into some normal play mode and see how it goes. There we go, guys. Okay, we found a match. Let's see. Let's see this hand, huh? Oh my goodness, this is horrible. No. I tend to like to keep bad hands, but nope, not that time. Now this isn't a bad one though. Delver of Secrets. What you got for me, opponent? What you got for me? Nope, no flip. Nice. Ruin Crab. Oh no. Oh no, that could backfire. That could backfire real fast with our returns. That's really funny. I definitely block there. Oh! I'm just not anticipating this deck at all, am I? The reason it was a definite block for me was, yeah, if Delver flips, we don't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers, but then the Infernal Grasp does help us out tons there. What is this deck? Now I'm afraid to block. Oh? Okay. Something tells me they have a blue quest. Okay, GG opponent. It was a fun time, but he's like, okay, need to play 5 more blue cards for my quest to be done, and there we go. See you later. Okay, well, let's go check out the next match, right? So 100% win rate so far. Ooh, there we go. Okay. That one took a while. It's too bad. It's too bad, man. Hopefully Wizards makes Alchemy cheaper so people can start playing it. Okay, what is up? What is up with these draws right now, guys? Or what like these opening hands are so bad. With no black source, it's just not keepable. It really isn't. Oh my goodness. I did it, guys. I did it. Oh no. Down to 5. Can't play our 1-drop. That's a GG. Okay. Make them discard. Well, we got our 4 mana here. I mean, I can't let that go through with potential ninjutsus popping off, right? All right, another Shadow Mage. We do have the 4 mana for it. We just don't have a board for it. Like, it's just not going to do a lot. But I think we play it anyways. So nothing's sticking. I feel like the opponent also doesn't have anything. No idea. Okay, yeah, okay, well, see you later, buddy. What is happening right now? Okay, well, let's see if we can get into the next match. Okay, we finally found a match. These These matches are taking a good chunk of time to find, and then the opponents are just like conceding left and right. So I don't know, man. Hopefully we get a good match here now. First of all, best hand we've seen so far, so that's good. Keeping the Infernal Grasp open is pretty darn good, but I think we foretell the return because of the colors that they're playing here. Nice. Okay, that's probably a Doomscar, which is actually just terrible for us, but we're gonna still try to get a bunch of stuff down. And then we want to try to get the Shadowsage down before they actually wipe the board, because then we always have it ready for the return. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We actually get to do a lot here. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a full swing, right? And then Shadowsage. And like I said, like, there's not a great way to play around Doomscar with an elf deck, so... They're down to 10, though, which is pretty cool. We do have the return, so the most we can hope for is reestablishing a board state and then returning the Shadowsage and pinging for a bunch of damage. Yeah, I think that's the most we can hope for. Oh, nice. A calling ritual instead. They do get a couple mana for this, which could be like an Infernal Grasp. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, well, that actually wasn't too bad, was it? I think we just play the Thornmantle then. Well, that could still be a Doomscar over there. Yeah, we might want to keep the Thornmantle back. Okay, they do get a blocker. Get a bunch of blockers. We gotta figure out how to ping this. Oh, Key to the Archive. Okay, well, they're tapped out, so it does look like we're gonna Infernal Grasp the Architect, swing for 4, and it's actually looking pretty good at that point. Yeah, unless they like exile our graveyard or something after the Shadowsage is in it. No blocker for you. And a land. Swing. Too bad this doesn't give a card haste, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna end it. Like, we know terrible things are coming for us. We just gotta figure out how to get that last 2 through. Okay, so we need to top deck a 1 or 2 drop. Ooh, that's not bad, actually. Painful Bond. Looking for any elf. Ooh, okay. I'm going to save these for next turn. And we're going to attempt the Thornmantle here. Because here's the thing. They have, like, it could be Counterspell from the Key to the Archive, right? So what we need to do... Oh, there's so much, though, that they could have here. Day of Judgment, Time Warp, Demonic Tutor, Doomblade could do it, Lightning... Holy cow. Bro, even the Helix here gains them 3 life. What am I doing? What? What am I doing? Remove counters? Remove, yes. The fact that it makes me choose cards. It's really funny. Sorry, opponent, I was holding you up there, buddy. Oh, it was an Electrolyze. Okay, so no life gain is a good sign. Oh wait, guys, I think these 3 hit the board before. Oh, they're tapped out now though, so that's just it, isn't it? Okay, good. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent. We still have the mana open, so I'm dropping everything. Yeah, guys, I missed that. Those hit the board before the opponent loses the life. GG opponent, bro. Oh my goodness. Budget elves doing things, guys? Like, what is happening? Anyways, yeah, that I could have won last turn. However, they had the key open. It could have been a counterspell, which would have been devastating, right? So it ended up working out really nicely there. Okay, there we go. Into the next match. Yeah, not a lot of people playing Alchemy right now, guys. Has that been your experience too? If you guys play Alchemy, has it been a tough time getting into matches? Bro, these hands are janky. Like, I cannot believe how many mulligans we've had to do so far today. There we go. Okay, all you gotta do is see both colors of mana, and apparently that is too difficult. We have a turn 1 here with Campus, which is good. Do we want to gain instead? Yeah, we'll gain a little bit of life instead. Especially if it's like Boros aggro or something. Can I not interact with these pets? Selfless Samurai. I'm not sure Painful Bond is the play here. I think Herald is just better, and we don't want to take too much damage from the bond. We'll play this as a last resort. Oh my. Oh my, that is a lot. Okay. The Shadowsage can always gain us life, so that is something. The Striker can eventually kill the Blade Master, which is pretty good. Oh, it depends what they have, though, of course. Oh, now we get a 2-drop. Oh, man. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and search here, and I don't know if Herald is going to end up blocking anything. I don't think that's the best line of play. A couple more Heralds. I think it's going to be Sentinel here. Then again, Blightblade could be really good here too, but I think it's Sentinel. Because we have lots of cards to play. And I don't know, it could... No, it doesn't really block a Fireblade Charger well either. I don't know. It might have been the Death Touch creature there instead. There's so many cards that I want to play that I felt like the ramp would actually be good. Oh, they get to tap down the Herald. Oh, that's huge, guys. Oh my goodness. Samurai's doing a thing. I mean, our 100% win rate had to stop at some point, right? But I'm not going to lose hope yet because, yeah, there's a possibility where we can just gain a ton. And we're about to remove the Blade Master, so... Because the -X gets around the Indestructible from the Selfless Samurai. Oh, if they have? Oh, okay. They don't, luckily. Luckily. Yeah, if they had, like, a play with fire, they could have killed this. This is a swing. No, I'm going to save it as a blocker. Even if it has to trade with a Selfless Samurai Sacrifice or something like that, I think that's just better to save back. Yeah, I'm not losing hope yet, especially when we get to draw here too. What are you? Creature you control attacks alone. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. What is this card? Why don't I remember this card at all? Did I see this card? I don't know. I have no idea. I gotta go check out the Alchemy list again here, guys. Even if it's a trade into... No, we're gonna take the 3 here. Man, the lifelink. Selfless Samurai doing things over here. They have the mana for the Fearless Voyager is the question. Hopefully not. Oh, they have it. Ooh, just extra cards for days for the opponent. We gotta level this playing field somehow. I'm gonna dish out some cards, but I think we're going to start with Painful Bond and have the Disciple and Sentinel ready. It's okay that we're going to lose a little bit of life from the Shadowsage. We really have to stop this lifelink though, don't we? Okay, Mentor's pretty big. But I think we're going to stick with the plan here. Disciple. See what they discard. I like this, what is it, Mardu? Mardu Samurai or Mardu Warriors or something like that. That's pretty sick. Okay, Valorous Stance is gone. Okay. Okay. We could slip 3 through, but I think the more blockers we save, the better. They're just attacking with 1, and whatever one they do attack with, they can give indestructible to. You know what? I'm attacking. I'm getting greedy with it. We have the Shadowsage. Hopefully we don't die next turn. Let's see what happens here. Because it could be okay, and then block here, and then sack the Samurai, and save the. Wait. What's happening? I think they realized they have to block the other one. No? Oh, Menace. Okay. Even I'm doing it. Yeah, there's Menace on the other one. That's funny. Herald being actually pretty spicy with that Menace, huh? That's pretty sick. They could still go Fearless Voyager, sack the Samurai, though. But they could also just take 7. Yeah, there you go. There you go, opponent. Okay, please don't kill me this turn, though, please. I got 6 stuff to do over here. I got really neat things to do. We'll have 7 mana total. We drop the Elderleaf, and then we can drop Shadowsage and gain a bunch of life. Or ping them for a bunch, too. Ooh, okay, so I think there's new alchemy changes to this as well. I don't have this card. Okay, what are they doing? Looking at the top 6. Warrior or equipment into your hand. A lot of value over on the opponent's side. Constantly getting, like, they drafted a couple from the Blade Master, right? They're getting extra cards from the Tempered in Solitude. Really cool, I like it. I'll tell you what, guys, if our budget elves somehow breaks through this, then I have to check out non-budget elves, right? Like, if somehow we end up winning, then maybe elves is just really good right now. That being said, you know, take it with a grain of salt. We're not in ranked or anything. We're just having fun in normal play mode, so. We could block, we're not going to. This lifelink is devastating, but we'll see. Oh, a second Selfless Samurai. Dude, that card is so good. Ooh, Elderleaf. Oh, do I get really greedy with the Shadowsage? Our board can be huge here. 6, 7. If we tap down... one of our 1/1s here, which I think we'll do. Yeah, I think it's okay to get super greedy. We can start to chump these. The problem is their lifelink is just so good. Look at elves doing the elf thing, right? Pretty cool. Pretty neat, guys. So we could totally swing. We have chump blockers for days, but we're at 8 is the thing, right? We could try to hit this too. Double block is possible now into the Herald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 once we get this down. We get another Shadowsage, then that's just a GG, right? Like, that's just so much. We're gonna go for face, because the reasons being, if they think like, oh, I got a bunch of lifelink, I'm fine, they take the 7 down to 18. We could totally top deck a Shadowsage and just and just win because our Sentinels ramps us into 2 of them, right? So they go for the blocks, and they could actually sack a Selfless Samurai to give the Fearless... Okay, they actually don't. That's fine. Either way, a Selfless Samurai dies. Oh, now they could. Yeah, there we go. So both Selfless Samurais die, all for the sake of the Voyager. That means their lifelink is gone. We did lose 2 creatures, but I don't know. That's pretty big for us, personally. Personally, I think, yeah, 2 Selfless Samurais gone. That's huge. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. That's a 5/4? Okay. No trample over there, though, so we do have chump blockers for days. For at least some amount of days, right? They get to tap something. Attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. Okay. This is tough, man. They got a lot of value over there, but we're holding in there. Oh, they go for a searching. Okay, that's interesting. I guess they figure we could full swing at it to kill it, but like then we would die, so I don't know. Did they not hit anything? Oh, is this what they hit with it? Wait. Is this their hand? I think so. They can't play it this turn. Opponent is thinking. I like this budget elf deck, guys. This is a lot of fun. I gotta try to make a normal elf deck with a bunch of rares and mythics in it too. The problem is some of those cards that they changed for Alchemy, I actually just don't have a lot of them, and I can't I can't just spend a lot of wild cards on old rares when the new set's coming out so soon. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this is so much. So much is happening here. Gonna be the token chump. Yeah, they get so much value. Luckily, they can't play the rabbit battery. Oh, nice. Infernal Grasp. Infernal Grasp. I call it Inferno sometimes because of the dragon, but that's okay. So I think it's time to gain some life here. That might be annoying enough for the opponent. Pinging them for 7 isn't bad either. But I think we want to gain the 7 to keep us in this a bit longer. Then we have the Infernal Grasp open for whenever they decide to swing. Not a lot of great attacks here, so we're going to hold it back, unfortunately. Yeah, the way they're restocking with the Tempered in Solitude and everything. Very brutal, guys. I don't know about this one. A Painful Bond would be pretty good. Help us restock a little bit, but... Another Shadowsage or 2, or 3. All the Shadowsages would be really, really good right now. Okay, Blade Master comes down. That's pretty bad. Because we obviously want them to just swing with 1, but then they're going to get the draft in first. Oh, they're actually switching this up, aren't they? They can always switch it back, but I think this is... Alright, resolve. Now we hit it. So that way they can't just reattach it before a swing or something. Oh, oh! Oh, nice! Look at that, bro! All these, yeah. Oh, nope. There you go. That could have been bad. That's pretty cool, though. So they just unattach it, and it gets the indestructible. It doesn't get to attack, luckily, so we still did a thing, but them being able to keep those creatures, that's really good, isn't it? Maybe we should have hit the Battle Hammer and let them get the swing. Ooh, a land isn't what we want to see. We're going to go for the Scry. Ditch the land. Yeah, that's not terrific, guys. That's not terrific at all. I really do like the opponent's deck, though. It does seem like Samurais and Warriors has a lot of value right now in Alchemy, which is pretty cool. I feel like if I do... When I do the Alchemy Warriors video, I want it to be a little bit different than what people are playing right now, right? Like, they got the equipment, the Warriors, and the Samurais going, and that's what we've been seeing a lot of here. But there's got to be a configuration that people haven't thought of yet, and so I want to try that for next weekend, maybe. Tap down the Chump Blocker makes sense. And Menace Double Strike is probably a nail in the coffin, guys. What do you think? Do we just let the opponent have it? I'll go one more draw, and then we will probably let them get the damage through next turn. Let them play it out and whatnot, because it looks like a ton of fun over there. Blade of the Oni is a sweet addition. I love it. Yeah, Mardu just might be the colors to go for these Samurais and whatnot. Wow, Lizard Blades as well. Holy cow. Yeah, the equipment thing looks so cool, though. Oh, we got a land. Oh, bro, we even scried one to the bottom. Sentinel. I mean, that's a GG, man. That's a GG. Let's just let them swing on in. Like, look at these. Menace, double strike, double strike. They get to give double strike to the Battle Hammer. That's so cool, guys. Oh my goodness. It looks like so much fun. And then the Fearless Voyager being able to give that indestructible. That was insanely good. Oh, they just go for the one swing. I mean, sure, yeah, they get to cast a bunch more. I guess they can play the long game, especially since we're not a control deck, and they know that for sure. But we're gonna let them get this damage through, and then we'll go over the deck again. And I'll go over some potential changes for the budget build here. Let's go. Good game, no blocks. GG opponent, yeah. That's my way of conceding, right? So overall win rate, 80%. Here's the deck list again, guys. Shadowsage is way too important, which is hilarious. Yeah, don't forget with Return Upon the Tide, you do get those 3 green elf warriors before this ability activates. So that's just such a good combo. Herald being able to search for a Shadow Mage. I would put 4 of these in the deck. I do think it was that important. Maybe drop a Painful Bond. Although the draw, if you guys have a better budget way to draw cards, you might want to slot that into the deck instead. But Painful Bond is really good, guys. Being a 2-drop that can you know, replace itself and get you an extra card is just really good. Anything else that I would change other than making it not budget? No, honestly, I think this was pretty good. You don't need the campus. Wait a second. Maybe you need 4 campus because holy cow, did we have to mulligan a ton there. Elderhall doesn't seem like worth it, really. You probably just want untapped land, but you could totally rock it in here anyways. Like in that last match, this actually would have been pretty decent because we had so much mana and it was kind of a stalemate. So yeah, this was a fun one, guys. I like this. I think I want to do more budget in the future. Like I said, we did a budget video this week, and then now I did a budget video for the weekend. I don't know, man. There's something really fun about building a deck without any rares and mythics. Like kind of stretches the imagination a little bit past where it usually goes, you know what I mean? Guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.